We are back. We're back at it. If you guys were here for the last stream, we got our asses whooped by Chaos. I think? There's like no easy way to like... Oh, title menu. Okay. I don't know if I loaded the right one. No, we need to load this one. So anyways, we've been working our way through this place called the Necro Hall. And the Necro Hall is a high-level dungeon in the game, and there was these 3 medallions that I had to go and do some hunts and some quests for, and get the medallions to, like, fuse and all this stuff, and get parts of the medallion, put them together. It was just this crazy long quest chain. And the medallions, all they do is open doors inside the Necro Hall of Nabudus. Now, there's 2 bosses that we had to defeat, like, which was like Wrath and Fury or something like that were the names of these bosses. One was like a big minotaur, and the other one was a tiny little bunny. And the bunny was harder. Go figure. So anyways, we had to kill those bosses. Thank you, baby. Because they allow us to get to the last door and use the 3rd and last medallion, which got us to a dude named Chaos. Chaos is one of the summonings. I forget what they call them in this game. I think they're espers. Yeah, they're espers. So if we beat Chaos, we unlock him as basically an ally in the game. Here's the catch, though. The instant we went in to go fight Chaos and to give him a whirl, I saw a status effect that we've never seen in a game, and it basically said, no attacks. It was just an icon on the right side of the screen that said, you can't attack anything. There's nothing in the game that indicates that that was even a thing, how to combat it, how to deal with it. I haven't fought any other animals, monsters, or anything that ever had anything like that, so it was just like, surprise, motherfucker. You now... This is not right. Oh, this is not good. Wait a minute. I'm realizing I maybe loaded the wrong game because Bosch should have an axe and a shield on him, and he should be wearing the Maximilian armor. This is 7217. Alright. There it is. Yep. This is right. This is the right one. Yeah, Golden Axe, Kaiser Shield, he's already got the Maximilian armor. Balthier's already got his Maximilian armor on. So, okay. So anyways, we'll take that short jump back. No big deal. So anyways, yeah, we go in, and Chaos is just like, ha-ha! No physical attacks, nerds! And I'm like, well, great. I brought in Bosch and Fran, who uses a bow. So it's just like, all of my tanking, all of my DPS just doesn't work. And then my only magic user is Ash, and she's like full-blown dedicated healer. Doesn't have a lot of like magic attacks, so we kind of just stood there and couldn't do anything. So official like ding against Final Fantasy XII is that it introduced a mechanic that didn't give me enough information. Here's the thing, is like, Final Fantasy is notorious for throwing you into a curveball fight, and you don't know why you're getting your ass whooped. Like, for example, like in one of the first Final Fantasies, it was like 2 or 3. The boss casts Hastega on the entire party. So like he gives a beneficial skill to your party. So you're confused that the very first thing this guy does is helps your party, and then he casts poison on everybody, and it just obliterates your party. No monster before that boss had done that. You had no warning he was going to do that. It wiped your party, probably. But then you come back, and now you know, okay, I know that he's going to hit me with poison, though, so I'm going to put on items like Ribbon that make me immune to poison. So, like, you know how to combat it, right? Because you fought things with Ribbon, and you fought things with poison, and you picked up an item that says, you know, makes immune to poison in the game. So, like, you have the information presented to you to be able to combat this bullshit that he throws at you. No problem. But every now and again, Final Fantasy will try to do that and bring back that old, like, hey, we threw a real hard combat scenario at you that you weren't ready for. But they do it wrong. And I think this is a perfect example of them doing it wrong because I still don't have float for her. If I had float for her, we would go right over the top of these traps, no problem, but I don't, so this is the life we live. Let me double check. I don't think we do, at least. So anyways, no monster in the game has put up this you can't attack icon. And it's not a normal ailment or status effect or situation that I've been put into the entire game, so I don't know how to counter it, if I even can counter it. Tons of questions. So I would throw, instead of like learning in that fight, right? That's the way Final Fantasy does it. You go into a boss fight or you go into a hard fight, and you're gonna die because you don't have the information you need to beat it the first time. But the very first time you fight him, you will learn something. The second time you go in, maybe you learn a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then eventually you know how his entire fight's gonna go, and you know how to build yourself up in a way that counters all that shit before you go into the fight. Here's the thing about what they just did with this no attack thing. I could go in there over and over and over, and I'm not gonna gain any new information. I'm not finding a way to counter it. I never will find a way to counter it. So, I looked it up, and there isn't. There's no way to turn off the status effect. There just isn't. There's nothing to turn it off, except for there is one way around it. Right? I don't even have it. I don't even have it. And this is what I don't like, is like, you should have the tools if you get there to combat against this bullshit, and I don't even have the tools. There is a technique called telekinesis that allows somebody, it's a technique, you're not attacking physically anymore, but it allows the person to use a physical attack at a range. It reduces the attack power a little bit. So, like, the only time that you would really use telekinesis is if, like, you had, like, a melee character, like Bushi or a knight or something like that, trying to attack a flying creature, because they usually miss on those guys. Only pole arms and ranged weapon, the magic will hit those things. So telekinesis was the answer to that. We don't even have telekinesis. I have done, like, plus gameplay, so I consider it plus. I'm not doing 100% completion where I go and track down every single little tiny thing, but I'm also not just kind of running through and doing the main storyline. I'm in between those two, and I call that plus. Like, that's there's content plus, 100%ing. If I'm doing content plus level of, like, work on this game, I should have the tools to fight this guy. Granted, I don't have to beat him to continue on with the game, so I'm not being gated. This is definitely optional. I'm livid right now. Does Bosch even have it? That's infuse. That's first aid. Why does the right side of the screen look like Guitar Hero? Now it's gone. All right, I know what you're talking about. I'll show it to you here in a second. That's Soul Eater. Revive. Addle, Wither, Expose. Sounds like we're gonna go farm. What we're gonna go to is find Horology. Look, it's the study of your mom, chat. Oh! Got him. The character I need to have telekinesis doesn't even have the ability to learn telekinesis. Traveler, magic lore, swiftness. So long as you don't have to sit here counting lightning strikes, that's true. Hey, I'm as miffed as I am right now about this. We don't have to count lightning strikes. Final Fantasy X is in the bag. It's done. I can't even get telekinesis on this guy. The one character I needed to have telekinesis, I can't even give him telekinesis. Okay, so Vaughn knows telekinesis. Or can know it. We still got to go out into the world and find it. Now, this is something else that's silly to me. The game randomizes loot boxes, right? Or not loot boxes, but the treasure chest. The things that you go into and get treasure out of in this game is randomized. With the exception of like a few small things here and there. And he doesn't have telekinesis either. None of my tanks have telekinesis. Is my party going to be Ash, Pinello, and Vaughn? They're not ready for this. Alright, there's a much easier way. And it's exactly what Noah was just asking a question about. The reason why it looks like Guitar Hero on the side is the color dot is an indicator of the character. And if that dot is present, that means that person can use that ability. If we go and we find telekinesis, I can go to it on this list and it will tell me exactly who is capable of using telekinesis. And that will tell us who's able to be in our party. I'm going to be real pissed off if the majority of telekinesis lands on the mages. Because they don't need telekinesis. They attack with range. Telekinesis is specifically a skill to cause melee characters to be able to get into a fight with things that they can't get into a melee fight with. So why give it on the ranged license board? Now, could I have paired a melee license board and then the second license board be paired with a ranged license board to be able to give them telekinesis? Yes, but that would be stupid because that means I'd be pairing two boards together just for the sake of giving a melee character telekinesis, and then the entire second license board he's weak to. Because, for example, like Balthier is got a good strength and attack speed, which makes him a good meleeer. So I'm not going to blow an entire ranged build on him, and he sucks as an archer, or gun user, I forget what they call them, just so that he can have just telekinesis. That doesn't make any sense. There's a sound effect right here. Kind of weird. Can they use it on a melee character? Allows a character to hit a flying foe. No, like when you use the technique, it is an attack. You're attacking through telekinesis instead of like attack. the attack command. So there is a place, Cerobi Step, that we need to go to. So here's, again, another complaint. The only place to get telekinesis, you can't buy it, doesn't fall off monsters, it's not something that will show up multiple times, so you have multiple ways to stumble across it. It is in one treasure chest, on one map, in one location in the game. And it's required to be able to beat this shit. Cerobi Step, I don't have a... I could go to Balfenheim Port. Yeah, let's go there. That we happen to not have, right? We do not have telekinesis. But even if we get telekinesis, it may not even solve the problem that Bosch... It probably still doesn't even fix my Bosch issue. I need Bosch to be in there because I have him built up to be a tank. But he might just be in there doing nothing. This is some bullshit. Oh.
Too hot.
The chicken and eggs? My wife made me some noodles. What's up, Mountain Dew? And she put chicken and egg in there. It's very hot. Oh my god, I can't believe. That's painful, Noah. Painful. Where to find it? Treasure, Cerobi Step, Old Ellens Road. Huh? There isn't an Old Ellens Road inside of the Cerobi Hills. We're gonna just run. There's two... Okay, he called that Grand Arcade up there on accident. Alright. We're okay, chat. We're just hoofing it. We're hoofing it. Alright, we're gonna dive bomb for that crystal up there. Okay. Okay. Well, get to healing. Apparently this chest, a little bit more north, on the north end of this zone. Just healed itself. Hey, bud. What's up? Being good pupper? Hurry up and kill the dude. Come on. Alright, there should be a treasure chest somewhere right there. Telekinesis. Just randomly out, and nothing in the story has drawn us this direction. The only person who can use telekinesis is Vaughn. Why? The job classes that can use telekinesis are Knight, Black Mage, Shikari. Knight and Black Mage must first obtain the Esper Ultima? Oh my god, this game! So, getting Espers unlocks additional... For those of you that are wondering why that's a thing, so... Getting this Esper right here, Belias, unlocked another thing behind him, right? So, that one didn't... I don't even think I had the 2 Espers so far. So that means one of these blocks is... Traveler, Magic Lore... Oh. We could try with Vaughn, Ash, and Pinello. Do we try? I think we try. Alright, he's just gonna run up and attack the lowest HP target. She needs to go onto her second. Can I just copy? Wouldn't it be nice if I could just copy this? Should be a thing, but it'd be too easy. Actually, no, let's do... Isn't there a way to say, like, if the party... No. I wanted something that said, like, if the entire party has less than 50% health, cast Karaja. Doesn't exist. Alright. So we got... If anybody dies, you raise them. Actually, if anybody's lower than 20%, cure them up so that you don't have 2 people dead. Then raise. And then anybody who's under 50, give them a cura. And then... Get back in there. Let's do... Ally less than 50% should include Ash, right? It should not include her. So she should heal herself with that, I would think. Can somebody check that? Can somebody Google that? Does ally targeting and gambits in Final Fantasy XII also include yourself? So she'll do a Sunya. The whole Bosch thing we don't need to do. Do we want a decoy? Let's decoy Vaughn. He's got the best survivability. And bubble. If ally and self are two different things, you'd think not. Yeah, that's my concern too. Give me the last thing. Now, you might be wondering, why am I Penelo present cure? So it stops doing it if they're at full health. And she has magic gloves on, and if she's at full health, she does more magic damage. It's the last priority for Ash, but if she's got nothing else to do, make sure that Penelo's at full health, and then Penelo does more magic damage. Let's see what Goatslayer here found. No, ally seems to apply to allies only. Self is for themselves. If you want her to heal herself, use a self gambit. Then somebody says this is wrong. The ally gambit includes any characters in your active party. Guess 2. The ally does include the caster. Yeah, you want to use self if you want to isolate out a party member from getting... So, like, you want to use self if you're, like, self less than 20 MP, use ether. You don't want to do that on a warrior who had his MP drained by an attack, who's not using any magic. You don't want to be throwing ethers on him. So that makes sense. You're going to decoy Bubble Vaughn and protect the party. She doesn't need to heal herself. We might have to fine-tune this healing a little bit. Alright, so now we need to figure out... Bump those all up if they're weak. Now, if they're just vulnerable to fire... Oh. So that one's important because what that does is anytime a foe puts on a beneficial skill, she'll dispel it as soon as it pops up, which is going to be important to keep him from buffing himself too much. Man, this guide's calling for all kinds of shit that I just don't have. Like a bowline sash. Apparently they're all over the fucking place. I should have a bowline sash. I don't believe that I don't have one. There we go. Yeah, we got one. Stops confused. Okay. Once I beat the story, I'm done. As soon as credits roll, I will move on to Final Fantasy Tactics. And this is the same way we've done all the games too, so I kind of feel like I just stick to that. Keep your party members high as well as throughout the fight in preparation for the whirlwind and Aeroga attacks. Where was it that it said attack lowest health? I'm eager for the story's end too, but I know that if I charge forth right now, I'm gonna leave a bunch of content. Because here's the way I see it. I'm never going to play any of these Final Fantasy games ever again. This is like my lifelong completion of each of these games. Like maybe I'll play Final Fantasy 7 and maybe 9 again somewhere in my life. Yeah, no, I would. Maybe 7 and 9. But Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 could get a replay. Definitely 8, 12, 13, maybe 15. At some point I really liked 15. But for the most part, these games, they're getting one playthrough, and I'm done. I'm good. Never play it again. So it's like, I don't want to make sure that I got everything. I'm not going to do 100% complete. I never do. But basically, I'm going to give Chaos a real college try. And if I don't get him down, I think I'm done with him. So if he just attacks, I'm excited for 52. Do or do not, there is no try. True. But with the lowest HP. Hit it with telekinesis. I got 26 ethers, I guess. I want it off for now, though. Yeah, I'm really pumped for 15. Trying to think. Toggle slot? What did I just... It was Pinello. You can clear it by hitting minus sign. I didn't know that. I don't know what to do with this last slot right here. 9. I don't know what to do with that one. I want you only healing in an emergency situation. Have her buff? Good question. What kind of buffs can she do? Well, there's that, and then... Yeah, let's have her do... Have her cast Shell on the whole party. Keep it turned off right now, but... And for right now, we'll turn off Protect. Alright. Alright, we're gonna kill some shit on the way back because... I need to level up Vaughn.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like that she's not healing him right now. The latest Dragon Quest game? Yeah, I got a good fair amount of hours into it. I didn't beat it, though. I forget what number that is. Like 11 or some shit.
Yeah.
Had it on PlayStation 4 when it launched, and then I picked up the Switch version for the definitive, like, retro experience thing that they did.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna replay it on the Switch at some point. Start from scratch so I can have all those little fun bonuses. Dude, she's wrecking them with that spell. Am I healing him? I think I'm fucking healing him. Wait, it wasn't. Hold on. It has an earth element to it. Okay. She's out of mana doing that. Okay. Needed to last fights longer. I mean, we're doing damage, but it feels like he's barely moving. It's not as smooth as our other team, but like we're getting it dialed in. See, like with so many of these treasure chests having knots of rust and insulting amounts of gil and shit, like you're training the player to just not give a shit about the treasure chest. It's not worth the time to stop and open one up, or the fight that you have to pull to get to one. You know, you just let it go, and then telekinesis is in one. Yeah, definitely some problems with 12. Definitely some problems with 12. It's not super bad. I still really enjoy it, but Okay, we got disabled. Yeah, it is very weird for a Final Fantasy game. This is where it started, though. This is where the deviation from, like, the classic Final Fantasy started. Well, I mean, I don't consider 11 to be part of the... I mean, yeah, it's a numbered entry. But it's not... It and 14 are not part of the Final Fantasy games. I never knew why they used a numbered entry for those. It should have just been Final Fantasy Online and Online 2. Yeah, 14's good, yeah. I'm not saying it's bad. I mean, Final Fantasy Tactics is my favorite Final Fantasy of all time, and it's not a numbered entry. It being, or not being a numbered entry, isn't a measure of it being good or not. But that it all has cohesiveness of some sort to it. That when you play Final Fantasy 1, you can play any other numerical entry to the Final Fantasy series, and you're going to be getting a similar experience. And then suddenly, one's an MMO. You know, it's like if the next Call of Duty was a RTS game. Everybody'd be like, "What the fuck?" Like, at least 8 still is in the same vein. Like, it's a more of a marketing complaint, not a complaint against the games. You know what I mean? Like why did Square decide to do that? Like, that was a really weird marketing decision that I just don't agree with, you know? It's a great idea that would fix the Call of Duty franchise. Dude, I would love... See, here's the thing. I actually wouldn't love it. I'm not excited about the characters in Call of Duty. And it seems like they're trying to push that lately. Have you guys noticed that? Like, they're trying to push, like, Call of Duty has unique and distinct characters. Like, Modern Warfare 2 made Ghost cool? I mean, they killed the motherfucker at the end. Aside from that, no, I've never... Soap McTavish was like blah because he was your character, but Captain Price was pretty cool, but like how cool Ghost and Captain Price are in Modern Warfare 2 combined is not half as cool as Master Chief is from Halo. Or iconic or identifiable or resonating, whatever the word you want to go with. Like, people play Halo because of Chief. One of the reasons. There's multiple reasons why people play Halo, right? But like, Chief is definitely one of the reasons, right? Doom Guy is definitely one of the reasons you play Doom. Like, when you talk about like identifying with a character, those guys, not even identifying, but like recognizing or appreciating or liking a character for that character, those guys rock it. And nobody in Call of Duty I've never thought was like, oh man, that guy's a badass. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, that's just a person in that game. Okay. So, back to my original point, like an RTS, I really gotta like enjoy the characters and the units and stuff like that. Like, how cool is it in Warcraft 3 when you're like, fuck yeah, I'm Thrall and I'm gonna fuck some shit up, or I'm Arthas right now, like, and you're just being a badass. I dig that shit. Alright, we're going to the wrong place right now. We just wasted a teleport stone. Nice. I mean, I guess we didn't technically waste a teleport stone. We could still... We just come in at a different door that I don't like. I do need the XP, that's true. I am also going to get a shit ton of that just walking through Necro Hall, though. You don't get XP for filling the map, it's just the monsters are always there, so I'm gonna get XP just like walking through Necro Hall. And getting back to Chaos as a boss is gonna... I'm gonna grind inevitably just doing that. Fucking, I just got hentai. Did you see that shit?
Yeah.
I wonder if hentai artists get mad. They're like, it's not all tentacle porn. God. We walk in the door and we get blown up. We're in trouble here. Okay. Alright, let's hide over here in the corner. We're gonna do something really stupid because I don't want to waste too many ethers. This is gonna be super annoying. You guys are gonna hate it. You guys are gonna be like, Zig, and I'm gonna be like, I'm doing it. You can't stop me. Alright, you guys, get it on. They're gonna charge themselves up to 90% mana. It's gonna take a while. Because there's a chance when you use charge to regain some mana, or lose all of it. I only have like 20 ethers. I don't want to lose them. I don't know, statistically, it may not be possible. I want Ash to get closer over here. She's too close to that goblin. It statistically might be impossible, but it gives me a chance to eat my noodles real quick. Oh! Oh, Ash almost had it. I believe in you, Pinello! Oh, 302! 354, she's going for it! Ah, fuck! Oh, Ash, no. Vaughn's like, what are they doing? Ash did it. I'm actually going to turn hers off. Ash pulled it off. And we're going to turn off her buffing Vaughn. But she'll just spin the mana back down. That didn't take as long as I thought it would. We just need to get Pinello to do it now. It dripped. This salad bowl is not good for eating soup out of. What does it say on the salad bowl? I have no idea. Popcorn is for sharing. It's a popcorn bowl. It's not even a salad bowl. Come on, Pinello. You got it. Well, that was good. Come on, Pinello. Alright, next time she gets over 300, I'm gonna pull it. Wow, girl. Any good gaming news that came out? Let's take a look. There's this fight going on between Apple and Epic right now. We'll see how things shake out. I don't think it's going to have too big of an impact on the rest of the industry. Sony is trying to expand its first-party titles to PC platforms to improve their profitability, which I think is just a good decision. Wasteland 3's out and making a lot of people happy. People are really saying a lot of good things about that game. The OTN or OTL or ONL or whatever that Jeff Keighley Gamescom thing was odd and not super, I don't know, informative. Damn, she was at 257. I thought we had it. Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition got announced. Taking Bloodborne 2 bets for PS5. I would really like to see them do a... Oh, she just started. She just started it up. I'm gonna have to cancel her out of it. Okay. Breach a contract and against the law, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, breaching a contract is not illegal. People don't realize that. You don't want to do it, there will be punishment for it that will be upheld by a court system, but it's not illegal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make her immune to silence. What was I doing before? Now, a large portion of my job is debating with people with what is actually against the law or not against the law. Like, people just have a really... If they're inconvenienced, they're pretty sure somebody else broke the law. It's crazy. How, really just how dumb people are. I'm just blown away by it. Yeah. A lot of people believe that, like, if something shitty happens, that somebody broke the law, and it's like, what you gotta understand is there's actual laws, and laws are very black and white, and they're very straightforward, and they're really not open for negotiation on how they read, and if you break that law, you've broken that law. Something like, do not drive over the posted speed limit, and the posted speed limit is 45 miles an hour, and you drove 60. That is very black and white, facts-based. A law was broken. Like, there's no two ways about it. What the problem is people will say stuff like, oh, he was mowing his lawn, and he hit a rock, and it hit my car. He broke the law. Well, no, there's no law. That was broken there. Yeah, does that suck? Is that an accident? Is it his fault that it happened? Yes, all those things are true, but he did not vandalize your vehicle, which that is a law. People just don't get the difference between it. All they know is my shit is not the way that it was. I want money. Ooh, I don't have a lot of runes over that flat number. Oh. I don't have any faith in defeating chaos with this group. I'm gonna be real honest. Like, Vaughn is just so weak, dude. He just leveled up, though. Maybe that's what he needed. That's what I need to have happen more often. Okay. Somebody stepped on a trap. I am assuming that somebody stepped on a trap. And now Ash is completely out of mana. Arrest that man! Did you bet all of your runes and lose them all, Noah? This always happens because you keep doing it. Noah used charge. Jesus Christ, man. Just walking around in here is starting to piss me off. I mean, he does some pretty decent damage. A Knot of Rust. See, like, why should I be even bothering with chests? Okay. Just ganged up on her. There's nothing I can do. Except for just hope that I kill these things. Oh my god. Lure is just dropping on him too frequently. I can't believe how critical Lure has been. Lure has been an insanely, like, must-have spell. Because they built this... They built this so much like an actual MMO that you absolutely, non-negotiable, have to have a tank, have to have a healer. Just, you have to. Jesus fucking Christ. Come on! Let's go. Alright, we missed. So, turn it on. Get it over 60. Actually... would have been nice if I also had Shelga. Okay. Nello's already over 50%, so that's good. Let that rock, and then we're really close to chaos. I'm hoping after you figure out, so there's like, like the Uber bosses, like you have to figure out the gimmick and they're also hard, but non-Uber bosses in Final Fantasy usually, like, you might have a really hard gimmick, but after you get past that, you're good. And I'm hoping that's the case for chaos. I'm hoping that, like, with the things in place that I have right now, I hope I just beat him. We get him for beating him. He's one of the summonings. He's one of the espers. All right. I'm worried about Pinello's gambits. I really am. Basically, I got this whole, like, Fire Week, attack with fire thing set up. And I want to tell her, do all that, but do it on the monster with the least amount of health. Like, I kind of want to double down on that. What's up, Half Elf? How you doing, man? Getting ready for bed? Wow, it's early. At least early for me. Alright, I think we're good. Oh, let's give this a try. Did I set up the Dispel Gambit? That's right, yeah. 2 a.m. for you. Reasonable bedtime. Oh, gotta be up at 2. Alright, let's turn this off for now, because we're not supposed to turn it on until after we get the little gems down. Aren't you healing him? Yep, that's nice, but heal him. Oh my god. Okay, now that those little things are down, we have her start dispelling. What the fuck is going on with your... Alright, if they're under 50%, do not try to re-decoy Vaughn, please. Let's cure instead. And raise, we're gonna reprioritize that. Let's stabilize who's alive at 50% and 20%, and then raise them. Should still be okay. She's still at a high amount of mana, so let's go. This is gonna drain our MP, like, instantaneously. But whatever he's weak to, she's gonna hit him with it. And I don't want you attacking him with your staff at 10%. Let's keep rocking and rolling with that. Let's see if we stay okay. I'm worried about him getting confused. Let's give him the bowline sash. Let it roll. She's dispelling him. We're doing damage again. Pay attention to me over here. Let me know that you're looking at me by turning. Okay, good, good, good. So we got him taunted. What are you doing over here, Ash? Are all of your jobs done that you have nothing to do? She's just hitting him with Fyra. She just took 2K to the face. Go over there and heal her. She needs to be up in the ante on those spells, man. Oh, what the fuck is this? Okay, she's confused. How do you get her out of confused? Does Remedy do confuse? Alright, we just stand 2. Let her run around. She's like... Just run it off. Just walk it off. Just walk it off. Thank you. Okay. Anello? Hit him with the Firaga. Now, Vaughn rather, is just taking hits to the face, so I'm gonna take his turn and High Ether Ash. And then Normal Ether Pinello. Those two are carrying the party right now, so I'm not going to worry too much about him. I mean, he just hit for 3K, maybe not. Is he immune to Firaga? He's immune to Firaga. What do I do? What do I do if she... I don't know what to do. Her top priority is now Dispel. And attacking with Fyra is very low on her priority list. She's attacking with Fyra instead of Dispelling, which means there's nothing to dispel, is what you'd think. We'll try. Said it missed. He's just immune to it. Pinello is just a waste of resources right now. Yeah, it's because I dropped decoy. I am trying to... Do not confuse Ash. Do not confuse Ash.
No.
Okay. Things are okay. She's gonna get the heal off. She's got this. Come on. Don't kill Pinello.
I can't.
Okay, we're getting the party back together. This is... Damn it, Bosch, why do you have to... Ooh, I hate that it makes me lock stuff out. Pinello is not any use to me. She's just no use to me in this fight. What? I can't use any melee or ranged because on the right side of the screen there is like a sword with an X over it. That means the attack ability doesn't work. That's why we had to go find telekinesis, because the only way to get somebody who uses physical attacks to do anything in this fight is they have to have telekinesis. Until you get the Esper Ultima at the very end of the game, the only license board that has a telekinesis slot to allow you to use telekinesis after you find it on a random map in a random chest is the Bushi, which means Vaughn is the only person who... Balthier, Fran, and Bosch literally can't do anything in this fight. Maybe Fran. I think she has some spells. I'm going to switch her to Thundara, and hopefully that... Pinella and Ash are both of the healers, yeah. We got things put back together. We need to get decoy up on it on Vaughn. God damn it. Okay, she just went down. Lowest HP. But for right now... Okay, we found a way for Bosch to do some damage. It hurts him to do it, but we found a way to do it. I had a hunch, and it's working. Yes. Give Ash an elixir. Let's do this. God damn. Oh, that was tough. And we didn't do that crazy chain attack thing to get it to work either. We didn't have to do that. Let's get Pinello raised. Okay, and let's get Fran back in here. And we'll have her stop wasting so much mana. Alright, there's no way to get to this chest without setting off the trap, so... a mega elixir. Oh, Chaos sucked. So, who gets the Esper? Magic Lord times 5 if we give it to the Archer. Bushi will unlock Brawler. The Knight gets more HP, Revive, and the ability to get to Excalibur her, but... I've already gotten to those, so this would be a waste on him. Get some white magic on the monk. The machinist can get more HP. Who's my red mage? Pinello. I could give it to her under her white mage. Have a good night, half elf. Because then she'd be able to use great swords too, which is defender and save the queen, also getting 310 HP. I think I like that. Ash gets chaos. It means she gets to have defender. Her magic power goes down 8 points if I give her that. Not necessarily, though. Because she's also changing her armor in that. It's only going down 2 points if I give her defender. I kind of like this idea of her running around with a giant sword. I kind of love it. I kind of love it. Look at her. Oh, that's so paladin. That's so paladin. Right on. Okay. All right, what's going on? Why is it? Oh. Whoops. I was like, why is he taking so much damage? These guys are easy. He is hitting for really low amounts, though. What is up with that? 579? Maybe because this thing's got protect on it, I guess? See, then he hits for 4K. Alright, get your shit figured out. Yeah, we back. Got it under control now. Sounds good enough. I'll back up into that, Fran. God damn, 5 hits? There we go. Oh boy, I am just thinking about how much fun we're gonna have with Final Fantasy Tactics, guys. It's gonna be great. Oh, great. The Doom Unicorn. This thing sucks to fight. Oh, come on. Not in the middle of this. To pull me all the way across the room to fight all three. It's crazy to me they get that low on the health bar and then they take massive hits and it doesn't look like the health bar moves at all. But the entire process up to getting to that point, the health bar is moving hit for hit for hit. And then they get to that last sliver and it's like... that last sliver is like 12,000 health for some reason. See, like, right there, I would love to know what just instant killed me. I just don't get to know what... That's crazy. Pure absurdity. Slow. These little shits are casting death. That's what it is. Alright, so what's next is, after we get out of here, we get to Salika Wood, we're going to get to that teleporting stone. And we're going to start up Zero Must the Condemner. It's another optional Esper in the game. He can be fought anytime after you've defeated Judge Bergen and completed the events at Mount Bur Amasis, which we have. He's extremely difficult and is recommended to return after the first or second visit to the port of Balfenheim. We've been to the first visit to Balfenheim, I think, so he might still be a bit too easy or too hard for us. Oh! He's the exact opposite of what we just dealt with Chaos. Chaos, you're not allowed to use attacks. With this douchebag, you're not allowed to use magic. Right. That does seem a little bit more rough with no healing. See, this is going to be real item dependent. There's an item called the Shell Shield. That I've never seen. There's an item called the Bubble Belt. I don't even have 38 quests. Antlion infestation. Apparently this gets me the Bubble Belt. Bubble Belt. Bubble Belt. We don't have the Shell Shield, do we? We do. Looks like this hunt's worth it, and it gets us a bubble belt, which will be really good, because then she doesn't have to cast bubble on us all the time. And we would be at max health on Bosch just constantly, with him having that on. But then what we can do is we can bring Vaughn and Fran and Bosch. So damage won't be an issue on this next Esper fight. What will be the issue is making sure we have enough healing. So we need to find a way to stock up on X potions. Is that even a possibility? I have 7. We could definitely stock up on high potions, but they don't heal for shit at this point. So... apparently shops sell them? I got 224,000 gil. So we could go buy a shit ton of X potions. Restocked on a good amount of ethers there. So let's do this. Antlion Petitioner is in Bajurba. Okay, so we need to hit the shop. And then also find this dude called the Satirus. Cloudborn Row he's in. Okay, so let's go hit the item shop first, see if we're able to buy a shit ton of X potions. This Final Fantasy seems to have more, like, work you gotta do to get something done than previous ones. Like, Final Fantasy, like, 9 and 10, like, I have to, like, there's, like, 2 or 3 boss fights that are, like, really an issue, and you gotta, like, stop and kind of, like, put together a makeup that is going to defeat that monster. But this one, though, I feel like, goddamn, like, nearly every hunt's that way, you know? What's up, Chicken Pone? We just downed Chaos. And now we're getting ready to do a hunt to get us an item to be able to help us in defeating another dude named Zeromus, who is as difficult as Chaos, it would seem. So, there is a residence. There it is. She's just babbling on about, I don't know, antlions eating somebody. She's gonna give me a key. I'm gonna go kill the antlions. Okay. Doesn't look like I'm missing any magics there. Double check on them techniques. Nope. I don't know why I'm holding on to the pebbles, but I am. The cry of its power hunt is along the way. Which I've already done, okay. Can I finally, like, get around in here now? Most of this was locked off to me before. Oh, we're gonna obliterate things in here. Beautiful. Up, 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 up. The hell? Where are you going, kid? Potion. Useless. $15 or less, we're gonna get rain. What happens if we don't? Do I get a refund?
Yes.
You've been crying. Why have you been crying? What do you mean just watching TV? TV should not make you cry. I mean, I guess it could, but... They sent girls home on Master Chef Jr. and Toxic Lily's been crying over it. And Noah goes, well, maybe if they didn't cook like shit. It's funny. Alright, so we finally get through this gate. We never could do this before, so... What are these guys called, huh? Doolahans. Ouch. Float moat. Oh no, it was not a trap. It was a mimic. Ash, we all made it through, but you. I'm gonna step on this one right now. Rob you of your pleasure of ruining my life. I'm still cracking up. Little girls didn't cook like shit. See, I want them to do Master Chef Junior, but actually have the kids not be like cooking savants. I want them. I want the like recruiting crew to go through and pick a bunch of kids, and Gordon's going into the next season thinking that he's gonna have like a bunch of kids that are savants and know how to cook and shit. But it's just normal fucking kids. Across the board. Just normal kids. So they just start making pizza with fucking gummy bears and bacon on it and like fucking shoving pixie sticks in it with the wrapper still on. Just let the kids go nuts. And just Gordon be like, what the fuck? A shrimp cocktail glass that just has like melted gummy bear juice in it. They just stick a bag of gummy bears in the microwave on high for 10 minutes, and they pour it into martini glasses. Oh, shit. Pair it with a nice Kool-Aid. And Gordon's just like, what the fuck? And he thinks at first it's just one kid. And then, like, every single one of them's like this. Then he's like, please tell me that you're not gonna give me some gummy bear bullshit. And he goes, no, but I microwave some hot dogs. Like, that's the kid who wins. The one who could microwave hot dogs. One kid tries to make a frozen pizza in the oven and it's burnt. Gordon has to crunch on blackened oven-baked pizza. One kid tries to make extra cheesy mac and cheese and puts too much milk and then just shreds a bunch of cheddar on top of it. I'm gonna tell, and it's just about seeing Gordon react to things. That's it. That's the whole. That's the whole show. Could do like I used to do and make soupy mac and cheese. Too much milk. Now that I would watch. Maybe only a season of it I would watch, but I'd watch it. That's the other gate that wasn't up before. I think I could use some more milk. I'm like, boy, I will bitch slap you. It took me a while to learn that you only need enough milk to, like, don't let the macaroni burn. And that it's, like, moving, you know? Like, milk's not the big ingredient of mac and cheese. I'm gonna blow your mind here. The big ingredients of mac and cheese is the macaroni and the cheese. I know. Yikes. Now, did everybody here get an opportunity to vote on the poll that's up in Discord right now? Make sure that you guys do, because a lot of our downtime is going to be spent doing something. Yeah, creative mac and cheese is always the best. Like getting weird with it and adding some stuff in there. I like doing I like making mac and cheese and then adding extra cheese to make it like super like stringy, you know? Like some white cheese in there is really good. Or just double down on the cheddar. That always works. Then put bacon bits in it. Bacon bits. Then a bunch of cracked black pepper. I love black pepper in mac and cheese. It's gross and greasy. Sounds miserable. Yo, kid, what up? Rotella is awesome in mac and cheese. I haven't tried that. Well, I probably have. It's just been a minute since I've done it. Alright, so is this Site 9 to the west? Good God. Going to a different family for eating dinner? That's heavy. And so here's Site 9. Alright, we gotta get that massive gate open. $41 gil. These are killer manti. Oh shit. I don't think I was ready for this. This is actually really easy.
Is it dead? I found a key to let us into the depths of the mines, you see, so I came exploring with my sister Kay into the tunnels. I should be dragged to escape quickly. But I was attacked to drop the key into the depths. Starting to drop below and into the sea and...
Oh, you're not harmed. I ache all over. Okay, so am I supposed to go looking for that dumb key? Come on, Fran. Keep it moving. It didn't have expose in it. Oh, maybe it's this chest. Oh, that key's dumb. I hates it. Okay, so... Okay, it shows up on a camp shore later in the game. Alright, so this gets us the bubble belt. So we no longer have to cast bubble on Bosch every few minutes. It'd been nice if there was a way to do that with decoy. That'd been real nice. Is the easiest way out of here? Now that we've unlocked everything, yeah, actually it is. And make sure you guys get your votes in on that if you haven't. I'd love to know what kind of content you guys want to see. And so far, doubling down on Final Fantasy's winning, huh? So what I'm actually hearing with that is, one, people really enjoy Final Fantasy, or they really want to get to History of Gaming as quickly as possible. They want to get to the Zelda series. Alright. Yeah, because it's got 0. Yeah, because we could pick up all of Yakuza and wrap that up later. That's like a whole nother series. I mean, that's like 6 more games or something. Everything else has 3. I don't think I'd hate the idea of doubling down on Final Fantasy streams until they're done. Sounds good. Okay. Let's go in here. And let's turn in that hut. Perfect. So now she doesn't need to do bubble. Because he'll have it equipped. Amazing. Okay, I think we're ready to go after Zoomas here, but let's take our first break of the stream. Do a quick stretch, drink, bathroom break, that whole thing, and we'll be back with more Final Fantasy XII, guys. Don't go nowhere.